guys, it's time to talk about UFC 210, which is going down April 8th, so Saturday, at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. So it's not that far away from me. They're just doing the weigh-ins, the face-offs, and everything. They're going to be doing the weigh-ins tomorrow, or today, I should say. I guess I should say today. It's Friday morning, so it's going down this afternoon. I'll be tweeting out that link at Pure Evil MMA. I'm sure frontproofmedia.com will be covering it as well, and MMA UK. But definitely check out our Twitter page and Facebook at Pure Evil MMA. So listen, we got Rumble versus DC in the rematch. I mean, you got Rumble, who's on a 3-fight win streak. Not to mention, all of those fights were finished by knockout. You know, he's got that solid right hand, amazing uppercuts and hooks, quick kicks. Freaking guy just stops everybody. But the thing that I'm questioning, and I think what DC's questioning, because you know, he's beat this guy before. He's already beat Rumble. In their first fight, Rumble clean shot dropped DC and wasn't able to finish him. DC was able to get on top and kind of just smother him out. You know, that's what he does. He has that heavy wrestling. I mean, he forces you to work, and he'll take the punishment. He's also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. You can't forget that. I mean, DC's just a grinder, and he literally just embraces the chaos of the fight. So I'm leaning towards DC, but man, I could see Rumble running right through him at the same time, which would just be, my stomach would drop. It would feel like I'm going off a roller coaster. And if you're an MMA fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. You know, Rumble's takedown game defensively is pretty on point. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. Of course, DC's got a great clinch, and Rumble's not that good when it comes to grapplers. So, but then again, Rumble also has a nice reach advantage. I forgot what exactly it was, but almost like 6-inch reach advantage on DC. You know, DC, he's coming off a win over Anderson Silva at UFC 200. Before that, man, he was spinning around Alexander Gustafsson on his finger, and that was a fight where I thought Gustafsson was going to be able to finish DC and become the champion. Well, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. DC, man, I don't know why there's so many people out there that just don't give this guy the credit I feel he really deserves. I mean, somebody he's a 2-time Olympic wrestler. I mean, come on. I mean, I love the comment on the UFC 210 poster, though, about how small he was compared to Rumble. You had Rumble in the background looking like Freddy Krueger, and then, you know, then you have DC just standing there just with a big smile on his face, looking like he's straight out of All in the Family or something. So it's just funny, man. DC cracks me up, and I like Rumble as well. But when he steps in, when both these guys step into the octagon, they're just fierce competitors. Rumble doesn't have the gas, a lot of people like to argue. We can't really base it off of any of his last couple of fights because he's finished them all. But listen, I'm sure he's worked on his cardio here. And DC likes to throw out, well, in the first fight, his corner was screaming, "Don't give up! Don't give up!" And of course, that's a sign of weakness. And DC took that as, well, let me start working more because this guy is literally about to give up on us. They've seen him quit before in the past, obviously, or else why would they be saying, don't give up? They've seen it before. They've seen Rumble give up before. Is it going to happen again? Or is Rumble going to run through him? I want to know what you guys think about this. And me and Ted did a great breakdown on Evil Intoxicated this week, episode 43. If you guys want to check out the full UFC 210 breakdown, I'll be posting it here on iTunes as well. I'll post it Saturday morning, or maybe I'll post it tonight, Friday night. Also, guys, co-main event, we got Chris Weidman against Gegard Mousasi. Gegard Mousasi is only 31 years old. Guy's got 50 pro MMA fights. Just beat Uriah Hall. I mean, getting a revenge on his last loss against Uriah Hall. He's beat Vitor at UFC 204. Then he had the win at UFC 200. He's on a 4-fight win streak right now. And he's one of the most well-rounded fighters that you're going to see in that weight division. And he's voicing out more. Everyone's getting on the Gegard Mousasi bandwagon now. And I don't know what took so long. Then again, you got Chris Weidman. And he's in a tough position himself. The former champion loses against Luke Rockhold, UFC 194. I mean, I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget UFC 194. We were all waiting for Aldo McGregor. But first, we had to go through Chris Weidman versus Rockhold. Everyone was freaking out for Chris Weidman. And for some reason, Herb Dean, I'm pretty sure it was let the fight go on a little too long there. I mean, Luke Rockhold took advantage of Chris Weidman when he threw this weird spin kick. I don't know why. You never seen Chris Weidman throw it before in his career. I don't know why he thought he would throw it there. He was doing good in that fight up until that moment. There's one mistake, and it cost him. We saw one mistake cost him again recently at UFC 205 against Yoel Romero. He won the first round. He won the second round beautifully, without a doubt. Easily, the judges weren't denying Chris Weidman. Third round starts off. Yoel was looking tired. You could tell. Yoel took a little extra time on the bench, which was kind of dirty. Like I don't like stuff like that. I don't know many people that do, and Yoel is infamous for it. But Chris Weidman, he made one mistake of going for the takedown, just falling into a trap and just ate a huge knee. Yoel literally just jumped over him and cracked him wide open. Weidman was pouring blood, and mind you, I was watching this pay-per-view with my mom. You know, that shows you how far it came in 2016. If you're a fan of Pure Evil, I'm a man. You've been following me, you know, through 2016. Then you know UFC 205. My mom called me. She was like, "Who is Conor McGregor? Can you come over? I'll rent the pay-per-view. Can you explain this sport to me?" So of course that was a moment I'm never ever gonna forget. I'm gonna tell my grandkids about UFC 205. It had so many levels to it. But most importantly, Chris Weidman, you know, he was supposed to be making his return in this fight. You know, he was supposed to be next for Bisping, who was up commentating at UFC 205. Little do we know, Yoel was going to get the win the way he did and then storm around the octagon. You know, while Weidman's pouring blood, literally pouring blood in the center of the octagon, Yoel was marching around like a soldier of God that he is. And speaking out to Michael. You know, "Michael, I love you, Michael. I love you, Michael." And then it gets pushed back for Yoel. So now you got Chris Weidman, who's coming off 2 fights where he's recently lost. If he loses another one, and Gegard's been on a hot streak lately. Like I said, he's on a 4-fight win streak. It doesn't look good for Chris Weidman to have 3 fights. I'm not saying that UFC is going to sign him off. There's no way. There's no way they would sign him off. There's no way they would give him a pink slip. I don't think so. I really don't. I mean, you're talking about a guy who beat Tom Lawler, Damian Maia, Anderson Silva twice. I mean, I think that the Buffalo Wild Wings probably sued Dana White in the UFC because I'm sure there's a couple of roofs that caved in over at Buffalo Wild Wings when they heard Anderson Silva getting knocked out or even breaking his leg. Both times. Both fights. Come on. I mean, I've never heard a room get so loud than when Chris Weidman beat Anderson Silva that first time. This is a fight, of course, I'm rooting for Chris Weidman. He's 13-2, only lost his 2 fights on his entire career, his last 2 fights. And then you got Gegard Mousasi, who's just been killing it lately, really connecting the dots. It's a tough one. And they only got 3 rounds to do it. I mean, I would love to see this as a 5-round main event. But we only got 3 rounds to do it. What is Chris Weidman going to do? You don't have much time there. He's used to 5-minute rounds, you got to remember as well. So he also has that on his side. But you know, Mousasi, man, he's a very well-rounded fighter. This is going to be an exciting one. Let me know who you guys want or who you guys are picking at Pure Evil MMA. And also, we're going to be doing the UFC Pick'ems as well. So make sure if you're playing along with us, the Pure Evil Army, make sure you guys make all of your picks before Saturday night. And I will be announcing the winner on episode 43 of Pure Evil MMA. All right, so another fight we got to talk about here. Shane Burgos, Charles Rosa. I had both these guys on the show. If you guys want to check out the interviews that we did, it's right here on iTunes and Podbean, right down below. It was pretty cool getting to talk with both these guys. And you got freaking Burgos, who's 8-0. He's the hands-down kind of a fighter. And then Charles Rosa, who's really trying to make an impact, fighting down at training at ATT, you know, with Brad Pickett, DeCasey, guys like that. So that's going to be an exciting one. I definitely recommend you guys go and check that out. He's hard to hit, Charles Rosa. You know, his last fight, almost a year ago now. He's fought Yair Rodriguez and lost, but he's also beat Dennis Siver. I mean, Charles Rosa is an exciting guy. You got Burgos, is a little bit taller than Rosa. Like I said, he's a hands-down fighter, but he's also got 7 finishes. You guys might remember his last fight where he got a haircut inside the octagon. This is going to be probably one of the fights of the night, in my opinion. No one's talking about it. But we had both these guys on, so I really expect to finish in this one. And I am rooting for Charles Rosa. I never pick, but I am rooting for Rosa. Burgos has a great chance himself. Also on this card, you got Patrick Cote versus Alves. You know, Cote in 2013 dropped to welterweight. He has wins over Berkman, Kyle Noak. I mean, come on. He's a striker and a wrestler. His last fight was against Cowboy. And I was so nervous for Cowboy. I was like, did they really want to match him up against Patrick Cote after he just got knocked out by RDA in his last fight? But Cowboy, man, he was able to put together and get a win over Cote. I mean, that was brought up in the end of the year show, that fight. You know, Cowboy had a great 2016, kind of a rocky start here in 2017. Well, Patrick Cote has a chance to redeem himself against Thiago Alves, who's 21-11. I mean, if he doesn't win this fight, I don't know what's going to happen with him. A lot of people are telling him to retire. Like I said, you're not going to hear me say that, but you know, he'd probably do great at Bellator. You know, Alves burns out quick. He's an amazing Muay Thai fighter. You know, he has wins over Josh Koch, Matt Hughes, but that was a long time ago. You know, we're probably going to see him execute the low leg kicks like we usually do. He needs a win, and he needs a win really bad. Patrick Cote, even if he gets a loss, I don't think he needs the win as bad as Alves does here. So we're going to see what happens. I am leaning towards Patrick Cote to get the win. Let me know what you guys think. I want to thank all of our listeners out there for tuning into episode 42 of Pure Evil MMA, and all of our guests, you know, Jordan Dowdy, Dakota, Bryce Logan, Josh Cumby. Thank you guys so much. And UFC 210 right around the corner, guys. So make sure you strap up and get ready for one hell of an exciting fight. Well, you heard our members of the week. You got your earful of MMA news. Now all you got to do is subscribe down below. Give us 5 stars. Give us a quick rating. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for tuning in to episode 42 of Pure Evil MMA. I'm Evil Eddie from FrontProofMedia.com, MMA UK. Behave yourselves.